Good morning, North America. We're back live. I guess I should mention Japan, too. You're welcome to the show. Mike Phillip filling in once again for Dr. Glidden. And we've got my good buddy Mike in Ottawa on the show here. How you doing, Mike?
I'm frustrated that you didn't say Southern Canada. You used that old, refined term of North America.
Well, they call us America Junior, so I guess that's fair.
Okay. We'll be the
Mike,
lesser America.
Were you able to get that Caitlyn Jenner tattoo you've been saving up for?
Actually, I've got 3 of them, and I've got a wig. Oh yeah, I'm all down for the transgender movement. Yeah.
That's why you're on the show. We're all about being inclusive here on the Dr. Glidden show. So,
hey, man.
as you may have noticed, I'm not Dr. Glidden, and I'm a lot different than him in that he's a doctor and I'm not. But in working with him over the past 5 years or so, I've learned a whole lot of things about natural health recovery, and you can too. Listen, if a guy like me can learn it, anybody can, I'm telling you. And the guy that we got on here with us, Mike in Ottawa, he's a really intelligent individual, and he's got a lot of experience in dealing with people. By the way, happy Halloween, everybody. Be safe. I myself am dressed up as a fill-in radio show host today, and it's a costume that I whipped together in about 2 minutes after I got out of the shower. So, I don't want to ruin everybody's day, okay? That's not my intent here, but you probably have herpes, okay? And Mike, why would you say that? I hear you thinking. Wow, listen to this. This is on MSM News. Well, the WHO says you probably have herpes. 2/3 of the world's population under 50 have the highly infectious herpes virus that causes cold sores around the mouth. The World Health Organization said on Wednesday in its first estimate of global prevalence of the disease. More than 3.7 billion with a B people under the age of 50 suffer from the herpes simplex virus type 1, usually after catching it in childhood, according to the WHO study. That's in addition to 417 million people in the 15 to 49 age range who have the other form of the disease, HSV2, which causes genital herpes, which I'm guessing is a lot less fun. HSV1 normally causes mouth ulcers rather than genital infections, but it's becoming an increasing cause of genital infection too, mainly in rich countries. Which I'm assuming would be Dubai and Saudi Arabia. That's because improved hygiene in rich countries is lowering HSV1 infection rates in childhood, leaving young people more at risk of catching it via oral sex when they become sexually active. HSV2 can increase the risk of catching and spreading HIV, the disease that we are told causes AIDS. So we're told. Little is known about any link between HSV1 and HIV/AIDS, although it can lead to other serious complications such as encephalitis.
Can you rewind for a second? Can you say that last little sentence? I was chuckling, sorry, and I didn't catch. Did you say that there is no evidence about the herpes/HIV thing?
Yeah, okay, so they said, here's what they said. I'm going to read that paragraph again. HSV2 can increase the risk of catching and spreading AIDS, HIV, the disease that causes AIDS, and little is known about any link between HSV1 and HIV/AIDS, although it can lead to other serious complications like encephalitis. So,
okay, I just wanted to hear that part.
I know. It's very Orwellian, to say the least.
Well, that's fear-mongering right there, the way that they say, oh, yeah, blah, 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 it's associated with HIV, but it's not really. I like that. They just turn back on their words.
It reminds me of Team America World Police right at the beginning when they're doing that musical, Everybody's Got AIDS. You know? Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was funny. You can joke about it. I was
saying the other song, but we can't sing it, the America song. That's my favorite song.
Movie. Great movie. Okay, so... Yeah.
And I want
to talk a little bit about ways that a person can... Okay, so here's the deal. You've got a speech at the UN on promoting world peace through feminism, and you've got one day before your big speech. This is your moment, baby. You're ready to go, and you feel a little tickle on the side of your mouth. What do you do? What do you do? Mike, let's talk about amino acids, healthy immune system, ways that you can prevent a herpes outbreak if you happen to be harboring this virus. Go ahead, Mike. Do it.
Harvesting the virus. First thing,
I didn't say harvesting. I meant harboring. I did say harvesting.
First step is coming to the realization that you probably should go have a conversation with your wife or husband because they're cheating on you. No, I'm just joking. But a lot of people associate that when they get a herpes outbreak. They say, oh, my God, they were cheating on me. They were cheating on me. You know, herpes is such a weak virus, okay? And you probably had it since you were a child. Multiple forms. Chicken pox is one of them. You've got herpes simplex virus 1 and 2, so mouth and crotch herpes. You've got, herpes zoster virus or Vaccinia zoster virus, which is shingles. You've got all kinds of things. Epstein-Barr syndrome is another form of herpes. So when it comes to amino acids, there's two main amino acids that play a role with regards to herpes. You have arginine and you have lysine. Now, the way that those two work in your body, arginine has been shown to exacerbate herpes outbreaks, while lysine has been shown to suppress the reproduction of the herpes virus. Now, amino acids are what make up proteins. You have two amino acids, those become a peptide or a polypeptide. And then those polypeptides bind together, those become proteins. So most proteins will have a combination of arginine and lysine in them. But arginine and lysine are kind of antagonists of each other. So if you have a high amount of arginine, which could exacerbate herpes outbreaks, your body will prefer to absorb arginine over lysine. So what you got to do is you got to start to supplement with extra lysine, and you got to do it about 2.5 hours away from arginine. You got to give that lysine enough time to actually go into your system and absorb and go to work.
So what's the mechanism by how it suppresses the virus? Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, it's been shown in some studies to basically stop the ability of the herpes virus, which generally resides in your in your spinal column. And it's been shown that herpes likes to kind of cling to the wall of your spinal column, and that's how they go about their mating rituals and stuff like that. And we're not sure about the mechanism, but we've seen in some studies that it breaks off this little protein that's on the back of the herpes, and it's like a little spiky part on the back, and lysine can go about taking that off, which would then inhibit the reproduction, or at least reduce reproduction for the most part. So it can really cut down on your outbreaks. Taking enough lysine, and I'm talking, if your immune system is weak, I'm talking about 6,000 to 8,000 milligrams spread throughout the day. And you really got to avoid foods like peanuts and certain proteins that are high in arginine. You'll have to look up, all the other examples, but peanuts are a very, very big one.
I've heard that. I've actually heard that chocolate and some of the enzymes in it and whatnot is also a trigger.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are triggers in things like chocolate, and you got to also think about the fact that it's going to be jam-packed with sugar. I don't know if I said trigger or sugar first. I don't know. I'm thinking of sugar right now. So sugar is a big trigger. So if you're going to be a chocoholic, I'm pretty sure there is something in the cocoa beans, because I've actually heard that before too. I, as a general rule, don't recommend people have chocolate anyways. They could have straight cocoa if they want as a high-powered antioxidant. But yeah, I mean, you've got to increase your sleep. You got to cut down on your sugars. You got to increase your lysine. And do you want to get into some herbal remedies or anything like that, or do you want to talk about things like zinc? Because zinc also
we'll cover both. You got the floor, Mike. Give her.
So zinc is very antiviral, and it's also very, very powerful at boosting your immune system. 50 to 65 milligrams a day is what I would normally recommend to people. Mind you, you don't want to overdo it on zinc. Too much zinc in one shot might give you a bloody stool. It's not harmful or anything like that. It's just one of the side effects that you should look out for and just be like, okay, well, maybe I should cut down on my zinc a little bit. But yeah, so zinc, in most cases, the best place to absorb it is in the mouth, underneath the tongue, so sublingually. That's the best place you can absorb your zinc. You can get zinc lozenges. I think Youngevity has them. And,
yes, they do.
And those will greatly boost your immune system. And if you have colds or any kind of infections, for the most part, throat infections, ear infections, zinc will go to work. And in my opinion, zinc is one of the most important, if not the most important mineral that we could have in our body, because almost everything functions some way or another from zinc.
So this goes really well as far as battling, say, a stomach flu or something like that. So, let's say you're a board operator at GCN and you get sick, and so the regular host of the show has a train wreck because you weren't there. And I'm not trying to make anybody feel guilty here.
No, not at all. Yeah.
So I hope you're listening to Mike, because you can't afford to get sick. It's bad for all of us.
Well, the other guy tried, I guess. I mean,
it happens, right? Nathan did his best, and but everybody was kind of on the fly. So yeah, that's live radio, though, baby.
Glad to have you back today.
Thanks, guys.
No problem.
All right, I hear the music, so I'm very happy to cut off Mike, because sometimes he tends to ramble. And
yep.
Welcome to the Friday Dr. Glidden Show, everybody. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Rick Ossick with Famous Footwear. Did you know that premature birth is the #1 killer of babies? That's why we support the March of Dimes in the fight against premature birth. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment programs, and outreach to help moms have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Learn how you can help save babies' lives at marchofdimes.org.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't take on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180. We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
You heard the discussions all over the radio. You couldn't believe what you were hearing. You trusted them. How could you have not seen the signs? You felt betrayed. Outrage set in. Your emotions began to consume you. Then, nothing. Now they're talking football. Days turn to weeks and months. Then, you've forgotten. But they haven't. They're still monitoring your every move. It's coming. Monitor blockitpocket.com. Or will you forget?
We started talking about a subject at the beginning of the show, and I want you to stay on the line there, Johnson, because we're going to get to you and see if we can help you out here. But I want to finish up with this story. We were talking about herpes at the beginning of the show and why it happens, what it is, how to prevent it, but I think the rest of this story is actually pretty interesting. They go on to say, we really need to accelerate the development of vaccines against herpes simplex virus. Everything got to have a vaccine, right? Everything's got to have a vaccine. Designed to prevent HSV2 infection, also prevented HSV1. It would have far-reaching benefits, said Sammy Gottlieb, the WHO medical officer. Natalie Brutet, also a WHO medical officer, said the U.S. National Institutes of Health and companies, including GlaxoSmithKline PLC, were involved in trials to determine whether a therapeutic or preventative vaccine was preferable. And you come at me with just about anything made by GlaxoSmithKline, and I'm going to have to politely decline. Gottlieb said GSK had previously abandoned a vaccine trial after finding the product was not effective against HSV2, although it did show some efficacy against one. So, you know, we just outlined some really simple ways that you can prevent an outbreak. Number one, I'd like to mention this too, because, okay, so a while back I was stressed out and I talked to Mike, and he brought a product to my attention called 5-HTP. Okay, and listen, this stuff is absolutely amazing. Amazing. You can buy it over the counter. And what it is, it's basically it's a synthetic tryptophan. Isn't that it, Mike?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like it's kind of like a broken down. It's a modified version of tryptophan. Yeah, you could say that. I mean, it's still natural. I think they derive it from Griffonia seeds or sunflower seeds. But yeah, it's like a modified version. They broke it down to its like simplest, most easily digestible form. Yeah. But go on.
Yeah. Okay. So and incidentally, it's funny because they had banned tryptophan in the United States because they wanted to push Prozac as the answer to depression and mental illness, when in fact I'm convinced that people who are depressed, if they, you know, I mean, you need the 90 essentials, right? You need the 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino and 2 fatty acids. First of all, you need all that. But I mean, if you're looking for an edge on how to improve your attitude and outlook on life, 5-HTP, look it up. It's absolutely amazing. I know a few other people that had problems with depression, and I pointed them that way after Mike pointed it out to me, and it was amazing. So if you live with, say, a woman that's perpetually in a bad mood, start slipping it in her breakfast every morning, and it'll make your life better. So that's it.
You mean lunch. Breakfast too would also cause a lot of issues because the blood sugar levels go crazy in the morning, and then the woman goes nuts again. So skip breakfast and put it in her lunch.
Okay, so yeah, secretly put tryptophan in your wife or girlfriend's lunch, and
and she'll stop smoking too. It's a very good stop smoking aid. It's what a lot of the natural clinics will use to help people stop smoking.
No kidding. Well, I guess I mean if it reduces really stress, quitting smoking is a stressful process for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I mean there's a lot of things that I've been taking it every day for years and stuff like that. And you get some really vivid dreams too when your brain starts to work better and the serotonin levels. Because
we'll talk about that on the other side after we talk to Johnson in Florida. Mike and Mike filling in for Dr. Glidden. We'll be back after this. We're going to skip over to Johnson in Florida. How are you today, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Doing good. Good to hear. Johnson, is that your first name or your last name?
First name.
Okay, right on. So, I don't know why I asked that, and it's not pertinent or anything, but welcome to the show. So it says here your mother is suffering with some problems. Would you like to get into a little bit of a discussion with that?
Yes. I've been noticing my mom. She's around 68 now, and she's pretty, if you look at her, she's pretty sharp. But she's been suffering. She's been in some discomfort these last 2 years. She had a knee replacement a few years ago, and she's suffering from osteoarthritis. And I've been just in the last few months been taking started some longevity products, and just researching and trying to learn as much as I can. And I passed it on to her, and I was just wondering, what could we do about? Oh, also, she wanted me to tell you she's on warfarin because she had some blood clots back in 2012, and also blood pressure and water pills the doctor has on, and just now she's been experiencing some shoulder pains besides the knee issues, and she can hardly raise her arms up sometimes. So I was wondering, could somebody guide me in the right direction to get some relief and some help?
Well, I got good news for you, Johnson. You're in the right place at the right time. And first of all, I'd like to say good on you for looking after your mom. That's the best thing you can do right now. And I have a lot of confidence that using longevity products and some diet changes and just going in the right direction, you can make a big difference in your mother's comfort level. And she's 68 now, but why don't we keep her around to 100? And maybe you'll be able to go and play racquetball with her someday, right?
Exactly.
All right, let's help Johnson's mom here. How much does she weigh, Johnson?
She's around, I'd say, 190.
190?
Yeah, 190.
All right. Okay, good. So, have you got a pen, Johnson?
Yes.
All right. I want you to get your mom 2 Healthy Start Pack 2.0 liquid. 2 Healthy Start Pack 2.0 liquid. Okay?
Okay.
I want you to add to that enough glucogel caps so that she can take 1 every day per 100 pounds body weight. So if she's 190, she's going to take 19 of those a day. Now, I was informed yesterday that the liquid glucogel is now shellfish free. So if your mom has a shellfish allergy, then you can put her on the liquid glucogel, and she would need about 2 bottles of that per month if you can afford it. If you can do it, I would like you to add to that the HGH Youth Complex. HGH Youth Complex. And that I have seen in the past boost the absorption of vitamins and minerals due to the amino acid complex in it. Also, most likely what you will notice with your mom is that her skin will start to firm up. She will lose weight, all of these things. Now, you talk about osteoarthritis and the fact that she had a knee replacement a few years back. And then you also mentioned the fact that she has she's on blood pressure medication. Well, the fact of the matter is these are both born out of the same issue, and that is a massive mineral deficiency. Okay? She needs calcium, she needs magnesium, vitamin D. All that's going to be in the liquid OsteoFX, and I recommend the liquid Beyond OsteoFX because, in my experience, it works the best out of anything I've used. And not only that, but what you're talking about with your mom, bone and joint issues and high blood pressure, I had the same problems with my wife, and that's what got us into longevity. Okay? Now, it might take a little bit of time, and this is a common mistake that people make when they start to supplement. They will start on something and go for maybe 2 or 3 days. They don't take enough, and then they say it didn't work, and they walk away, and they go back to the pharmaceutical industry, who just gives them more drugs, more replacements, more surgery, more misery, and it ends up costing a lot. So I think that you're going in the right direction, Johnson, and I want you to give this, Dr. Glidden tells people 90 days, but here's the deal. What if it took 6 months? What if it took 8 months? It's still worth it to get your mom back on track. And I'd like you to keep in touch with the show, Johnson, and just let us know how she's doing because, I've never met your mom, but I like her already because I got a mom too, and you got to love your mom. I mean, what kind of piece of crap does not love his mother, right?
Yeah.
So thanks for calling the show. Mike, do you got anything to throw in here for Johnson?
No, I'm just looking at the list of longevity supplements and stuff, and the first thing I was going to say is 2 healthy bone and joint packs, which is pretty much what you said anyways.
Yep.
That's the first thing that I would do, and yeah, definitely it's just a matter of time. I mean, she took, 60-something years to break down. It's not going to take 2 days to heal.
Yeah.
So just keep in mind, it's funny, actually, Mike and I, we were having this conversation yesterday about how I myself get frustrated with clients sometimes when, it'll say right on the package of something that it'll take a minimum of 6 weeks to see any results because, your body needs to rebuild itself. If you beat it up for 60 years, it's not going to be a 2-day thing. So keep your mom, on track with it. Just, keep pushing her, make her plug away at it. And, Mike's recommendations are spot on. And make sure that she eliminates the 10 or 12 or 80 bad foods that Dr. Glidden has.
Yeah.
Another thing I'd like to mention to you, Johnson, is that here's what I want you to do. You're a longevity distributor, correct? You've been buying it for a few months?
Yeah, I'm not a distributor, but I've been buying it for a few months for myself.
Okay, yeah. So, spend the $25 and become a distributor, and then get yourself set up on auto ship. Okay, get yourself set up on auto ship. You'll get free shipping. Then sign up your mom to get her own products on her own account, and you will get 30% back from the initial purchase. You can't beat it, right?
Yeah, right.
Longevity will send you a check, or if you go to propay.com, you can get the ProPay MasterCard, and Longevity will faithfully put your payments for the purchases made in your downline on that card. So, I mean, make money, help your friends, your family, most importantly, your mother, get their health back and get paid to do it. Doctors are getting big money to use ineffective treatments that are, quite honestly, not really fixing the problem. And so why shouldn't you get paid for it, Johnson?
Yep, right.
That's how I look at it. So, and another thing I wanted to mention too, selenium. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention selenium. If you could add 3 bottles of Ultimate Selenium to that, and that's going to go a long way to making sure that she never gets any more blood clots because there's copper in the Ultimate Selenium, and copper will go a long way to preventing blood clots.
She want to know with the medication she's taking, will it have any effect on that?
Nothing that I have mentioned here today is going to interfere with medication. The only thing that's really going to rub up against a medication is an herb, due to the fact that, drugs are synthesized from herbology. Now, there's no herbs in anything that I've mentioned here, so no. But what I have seen happen is that the body will start working better. So what'll happen is the drug will start working better because it's got a more effective delivery vector and it's getting where it needs to go faster, and the body's absorbing more of it. So, what you want to do, I cannot legally tell you to go against her doctor's advice and take her off of it, and I would never do that. But if she wants to get off the medication, if she's got blood pressure issues, she's probably monitoring that constantly anyways. So what you want to do is, after you get her on the products that we mentioned, monitor the blood pressure, talk to her pharmacist, and if she's seeing improvement, then she could. There's some drugs you got to gradually wean yourself off of. Other ones you can quit cold turkey. Mike, do you have anything to say about that?
I was actually going to get into that. I was going to say in about 2 or 3 months, when the vitamins are really going to start taking some effect, she might want to talk to either her pharmacist. You know what? Yeah, I think a good recommendation is the pharmacist first, because the pharmacist is not getting any kind of commission or kickbacks for the meds, whereas the medical doctor does get a commission. So yeah, she might want to look into getting them reduced or getting off of them. The blood pressure, blood thinners, like the warfarin, I can't say get right off of it, but I personally, myself, I would, because it's more harm than good. And worst comes to worst, you could just boost your omega-3s and boost your selenium, and that'll thin the blood out anyways. She could also get
amino and fatty acids are natural blood thinners too.
Exactly, yeah, and garlic extract too. If you get garlic supplements, that'll help your blood as well. So within 2 or 3 months, I'd say she should start talking to her doctor or pharmacist and try to cut down those meds.
Or if it starts happening faster, if she sees drastic improvement in 2 weeks, that's something that you're just going to have to gauge on your own.
Yeah.
But you should be able to look at the numbers and do that. So, I see no reason why your mom can't, her body can't rebuild itself with the right material. I've seen it over and over again. And Johnson, we want to hear back from you on the show here. Call back and let us know if your mother's doing better. Also, you can tell people to go to Glidden.healthcare. Once again, that's Glidden, Glidden.healthcare. And if you click on podcast, there are podcasts of this show, and you can send the link to other people that friends and family, and they can call the show, and we will deal with them just the same as we have with you. And you know what? It's all about getting this message out, and I believe that there's a renaissance happening right now. Medical nutrition is seen as back of the bus quackery, but there's going to come a time, I know it, there's going to come a time where this is the conventional wisdom in the field of medicine. Don't get sick in the first place. That's the best policy. And when I hear about knee replacements, man, I tell you what, I was walking behind a building one day, and I saw movement behind a waist-high brick wall, and something in my gut said, go and see what's going on over there. So I went around to the other side, and there was a lady in her 60s. She was completely wiped out on the sidewalk. Her purse was spilled everywhere. Her cane was laying there. She had 2 knee replacements, and her life was hell. So I wish that we could have helped her first. Mike and Mike filling in. We're going to let you go, Johnson. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the show. We're live. We got one short segment left here, and we're going to jump over to Carl in Texas. How you doing, Carl?
Hey, doing great. How you guys today?
Oh, man, I'm so good that it should be illegal.
Hey, I've got questions about what you're talking about first the show, the herpes virus. I've been taking longevity products now, a full gamut of stuff, for about 3 months, over 3 months now. But the last 2 months, the last month, I've had 2 incidents of cold sores or, fever blisters is what I call them on my lips. One on the top now and on the bottom lip about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so
what can I take?
Yeah. So on top of your longevity, what you can do is get a lysine supplement. Okay. And what I would do if it, you know what, let's turn this over to Mike, because Mike's really good with this stuff. Lysine, right, Mike? If Mike's there, I can't hear him, so I'm going to keep talking with you, Carl. Okay. Yeah, so get a lysine supplement, about, if you can take like 300 milligrams a day or so. That goes a long way to helping reduce the incidence of an outbreak. Also, you want to strengthen your immune system, and there's a couple of ways you can do that as well. The Fucoid Z is absolutely awesome for strengthening the immune system. Fucoidin. It's absolutely awesome. I've heard Ben Fuchs say in the past that if there was anything that could be regarded as a panacea, it would be the Fucoid Z. I myself take about 6 or so of them a day, and I absolutely love Fucoid Z. So, you want to boost your immune system, and you want to reduce stress in your life. Have you been under a lot of stress, Carl?
Oh, I'd say no, but yeah, there's always stress,
Yeah, who isn't under stress, right? It's part of living.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. So the other thing we were talking about, if you can get a synthetic tryptophan, the body will convert that to serotonin and put you in a perpetually good mood. So, I mean, if you can keep stress away, boost your immune system, and, lysine will work. Put all those things together. I don't believe in just one pill and it's a cure-all. It's a lifestyle thing. You know what I mean? And have you been avoiding the 12 bad foods that Dr. Glidden talks about?
Yes, we have. For the last 3 months, or the last 2 months of the deal, yes, we have completely.
So tell me, Carl, what have you noticed going right since you've been using these products for 3 months?
My joint pain, my knees feel much better. And I just feel like I have more energy and that sort of stuff. I have had a couple of issues, and one I've talked to Dr. Glidden about 2 weeks ago. This last month, 2 things have happened to me. I went to the barber that I've had for forever, and she stopped dead in her tracks and said, "What's happening? What are you doing different? My hair is just thinning completely. I'm just going bald all of a sudden. And I don't know what's going on there." He had me to stop selenium. And the other thing, my cataracts have just gotten horrible this month, and in fact, I'm going to have cataract surgery because just all of a sudden I can't see this month. And
here's so as far as that goes, what I would do is I would boost the ORAC value. Have you been using the Tangy Tangerine tablets or the powder?
The powder.
Okay, switch to the tablets, because the powder, you're looking at an ORAC, or oxygen radical absorption capacity value of about 8,000 points per 2 scoops. With the capsules, if you take 4 of them a day, you're going to get 160,000. So you want to eliminate any free radicals that are floating around your blood. And all free radical is an oxygen particle with an odd number of neutrons that sticks like Velcro. If you've seen rust on the side of your truck, that's free radical damage. So I want you to keep in touch with the show. Join Dr. Glidden's advocates, and you can go to insider Q&A sessions where he can tell you a lot more about how to deal with these things. I hear the music. That means the show is over. Thanks for calling, Carl. We're going to let you go. This has been Mike and Mike filling in once again for Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks, everyone, for listening, and have a great and safe Halloween and weekend. Bye-bye.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body, supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
You pick up the receiver. With your heart racing and sweat dripping from your forehead, you finally muster the courage to dial the number to call into your favorite talk radio show. It rings once, twice, and then...
Hello, it's GCN. What's your name and the state you're calling from?
Surprised you got through, you squeak out.
Jason from Minnesota.
Please hold.
As you patiently wait for your turn, you begin to daydream about being a famous talk radio host and what it would be like to have your own show.
Jason from Minnesota, you're up.
Millions of loyal listeners worldwide waiting to call and talk to you.
Caller, are you there?
Cheering crowds surround you, calling out your name.
Jason! Jason! Going once, twice. Okay, we gotta move on to the next caller.
You blew it.
Huh? Wait, no!
Interact with the host you're listening to right now, online at GCNlive.com. Click on the community link. Engage with other listeners. Ask questions. Start debates. Don't agree with the host? Let them know. Be a part of the community at GCNlive.com.
Is negative content or comments on the web affecting your personal or professional reputation? Unfavorable comments, embarrassing pictures, videos, legal documents, and bad tweets can ruin your personal life, your career, or your business. It happens a lot, and it's just not fair. But what can you do? Reputation.com can protect your good name. Get a free consultation now at 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Call right now for a free expert reputation analysis. It's easy to squash the unfair attacks with our patented system, and the analysis is absolutely free. Make the best things about you jump out in searches. Protect your personal and professional reputation, your business, and your income. Get your free reputation analysis from Reputation.com right now. Call 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
In recent years, we have witnessed the most catastrophic disasters in history. Earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, typhoons, and more. Legacy Premium Food Storage will prepare you. Our great-tasting non-GMO quality food products have a 25-year shelf life, are the most affordable on the market, and are American-made. They're perfect for hiking, camping, and road trips, too. Be prepared with the best. Go to SurvivalFoodAlliance.com. That's SurvivalFoodAlliance.com.
You wouldn't go swim with the sharks without a cage, would you?
Hey, has anyone seen Larry?
It's in our nature to protect ourselves, especially when protection is simple and affordable. That's why IDStronghold.com has been providing affordable RFID protection for over 10 years. ID Stronghold wallets protect you from electronic pickpockets who pass near you with a scanner and steal your credit and debit card info, as well as data from other cards containing RFID chips. IDStronghold.com, the original maker of shielded wallets, is a technology company, so we understand how to best protect you against intrusive radio waves. ID Stronghold wallets are designed to block RFID signals, open or closed, no matter where in the wallet you put your cards. Most other RFID wallets on the market were designed with only fashion in mind and don't shield properly, if at all. If you're shopping for your next wallet, be sure to get the protection you deserve by going to IDStronghold.com, because getting anything else is like being the next victim in a Jaws movie.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, libertyoncall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to libertyoncall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's libertyoncall.org.
So you've got to take a state construction license exam or certification. Can't decide on what books or what chapters to study? Discover right now how you can eliminate unnecessary books and wasted study time. At contractorexam.com, our study materials zero in on state-required test topics in an effective, multiple-choice format. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, or other construction-related trade, contractorexam.com will help get you prepared. Visit us at www.contractorexam.com today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
Dr. Joe Wallach is not your typical doctor. Both a veterinarian and naturopathic physician, Dr. Wallach asks, why does America spend more money on health care by far and yet ranks 50th in health and longevity worldwide? The doctor believes that people should be empowered with a basic understanding of nutrition, then take charge of their life to attain optimal health and longevity through nutrition, not by toxic prescription drugs that lead to side effects, requiring more toxic prescription drugs. Talk about being dependent on drug companies, to our own destruction no less. This is clearly a deadly recipe. Doc Wallach's message is resonating with an increasing number of Americans who are waking up to all the government and big pharma manipulation of our healthcare system. I like what Doc Wallach is saying and doing to enlighten people and have joined forces to help this tireless crusader spread his message. Visit gcnminerals.com and listen to Dr. Wallach's Deadly Recipes lecture. It makes a lot of sense, and I invite you to join the GCN Minerals team. Go to gcnminerals.com. That's gcnminerals.com.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
I am a 47-year-old female and had a heart attack in 2005. This is Alice from New Jersey. I still get angina, even with 4 stents. I was taking nitro 2 or 3 times a week. The very first day after taking Heart and Body Extract, the chest pain was gone. Now I don't wear a nitro patch.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life.
At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.